Hello viewers, we are in Queen's Park with the Honorable Premier Doug Ford. Premier, thank you very much for your time to give us the opportunity for the interview.
Well, thank you for coming by.
How are you?
I'm doing great today.
Okay, we start with your accomplishments or achievements. What you have achieved in last year, the main achievements.
Well, the number one achievement, we've created the environment for 271,600 more people are working now, more families are working than a year and 5 months ago when we took office. The previous government lost 300,000 jobs because of high taxes and reckless red tape and regulations. We've cut red tape and regulations. We've given tax breaks to people and small businesses. We reduced taxes of 8.75%, and we cut WSIB premiums. We made sure it's easier to do business. We've cut red tape and regulations here in Ontario. Our economy right now is booming. We're leading North America in economic development and job creation. So there's 271,000 more people that are bringing home a paycheck, feeling great about themselves, paying a mortgage, paying rent, putting food on their table, going out shopping, and they're going to have a better holiday season and a Christmas season because they have a job.
So do you still think there are some areas you should need some improvement?
Oh, there's always areas. I look at one thing, it's called continuous improvement. You never sit back, you always improve. In government, there's so much room for improvement. We always have to find ways of saving taxpayers' money, reducing the size of government, putting more money into the taxpayer's pocket, running things more efficiently, no matter if it's healthcare, education, electricity costs. We always have to do a better job.
All right. There is one thing going on. I know it's a media blackout about the government and the Ontario secondary school teachers.
Yes.
So are we hoping to have some good news on Wednesday?
We hope. We're working hard on making a deal. We made a deal with the other two unions, and they accepted the deal. The teachers union is not accepting it. I differentiate between the hardworking frontline teachers, the men and women that are in the classroom. I support them. But the head of the union for the teachers, they just want to fight. It's all about money for them, the compensation. They want to continuously ask the taxpayers for more money for their own pockets. That's not fair. So they fight with every government that's in there.
Okay.
They fight with the NDP, they fought with the Liberals, they fought with the PCs, they fought with the Liberals again, they're fighting with the PCs. And right now, we inherited from the previous Liberal government a $15 billion deficit and the largest sub-sovereign debt in the world. $347 billion of debt that we inherited. We spend $13 billion a year on servicing our debt. And we can't just keep giving money away. The teachers do a great job, but they're the second highest paid teachers in the entire country. They have the best benefit package in the country. They have the best pension in the country. By the way, you're paying for their pension, I'm paying for it, and all the constituents are paying for it. So they're making a very, very good wage for the great job they do. They're doing a good job. But the teachers union, the head of the union, they have to come into reality. We don't have the money.
They want to spend their own agenda, you think?
They have their own agenda. It's all about compensation. It's about more. Well, we're giving them an excellent deal. They're getting 1% like everyone else is. And they don't want like everyone else. They want more. They want another $750 million. They want better benefits, There has to be a time that the people put their foot down. Everywhere I'm going in Ontario, every single city, people come up to me and say, keep going, you're doing a great job. And by the way, don't give in to the teachers. Everywhere I'm going, I'm hearing the same thing.
Yesterday, the education minister was in our studio, Stephen Lesh, and he was telling us that the government is giving a lot of funds to the education and everything. Why we are not getting in the media? The perception is that you're cutting the funds in all sectors.
Well, that's the thing. You're very fair. Your media, other media is not fair. They want to twist it and not tell the truth. We're investing $1.2 billion more in education than any government in the history of Ontario. $1.2 billion more. I guess the media doesn't want to be fair.
Okay, transit development in Toronto has been slow for a very long time.
Yes.
And recently, your government reached a deal with the City of Toronto for a major transit development, which is a very positive sign.
Yes.
But at the same time, your minister yesterday, the Hamilton LRT, why they cancel it?
Well, because it's 5 times the cost. We promised in the election $1 billion to Hamilton. I'm here to tell you, we still promise $1 billion to Hamilton.
Okay.
I can't go there, and including the operating costs, mind you, and construction, is $5 billion.
It's 5 times.
We can't do it.
Okay.
We can't raise the taxes on the people of Hamilton. If the federal government wants to come in and give us money, God bless them. Here's $1 billion. They should be very grateful they're getting $1 billion. And we want to help the people of Hamilton. But you can't
give that much money to
You
them.
can't give that much money.
Yeah, okay. Recently, your government announced a tax rebate reduction for the small business.
Yes.
And your government has been working on easing business across the province. That's a very good thing. Tell us something more about that.
Well, we reduced it by 8.75%. We also cut WSIB premiums, workman's comp, which is like a tax break for the businesses. We also accelerated capital write-off. So a small business, if they go out and buy new technology or buy a piece of equipment or a press or whatever they might buy, they're going to be able to write it off immediately. Before our government came into office, you couldn't do that. Down in the US, you could write it off, but Canada, you couldn't. Now in Ontario, you can write it off right away. We're cutting red tape and regulations. We're saving businesses $400 million on red tape and regulations that are unnecessary. A lot of these regulations just cost people a lot of time and money to fill out the regs, and they're duplicated from the federal government. I always believe is let companies and businesses thrive and prosper and grow, and let the market dictate, not the government. As soon as government sticks their nose into business, it's not good.
All right.
It's not good.
So what do you believe has been the toughest election promise till now?
Energy.
Energy, and still working on
Energy. We inherited a total mess with the energy file. They went out and they spent, the Auditor General said from 2007 to 2014, we paid $37 billion more than we should. They made these deals. It was the largest transfer of wealth in the history of Canada from the ratepayers, the hardworking people paying their bills, to the political insiders and the backroom deals from the previous government than we've ever seen. It's cost billions and billions of dollars of high energy costs on people's homes and on businesses because they put wind turbines in and solar panels that represent only 1% of the overall grid. But we're paying upwards to over 80 cents a kilowatt when it should be 6 cents, 7 cents, maybe 8. But they're gouging the people. The political insiders in the last government made millions and millions of dollars on the backs of companies and the hardworking people. That's unacceptable. We canceled $790 million of wind turbines. And if I had a choice, I'd cancel every one of them, but guess what? We can't. They put something called, we call it the poison pill in these contracts. It would cost the taxpayers $25 billion if we try to cancel any more. It's a terrible, terrible deal. It's under the Green Energy Act. I called it the Green Energy Scam. They scammed off the people of this province. Those days are done. We aren't going to be scamming anything. We're going to put more money into people's pockets.
GM is shutting down their plant. So when do you think we'll be getting another auto car plant here in Ontario?
Well, we're trying our hardest. And that's the reason we have to keep regulations and red tape and lower taxes and lower WSIB premiums. So when companies worldwide look at Ontario, they look at it as an attractive place to invest, a safe place to invest, and that they'll get a good, I say, ROI, return on investment. And we're working hard. I've had a conversation with one of the largest part manufacturers in the world. I talked to the CEO of Magna, and he's saying, we're going to have a great announcement in the new year. And we're the second largest in North America of car producers, 2 million cars. Michigan produces 2,070,000. We produce 2 million. So we got to produce 70,000 more to catch up.
So you have a very positive relations with the South Asian community, Muslim community in Ontario.
Very positive.
What role has the Muslim community played in making Ontario a better province for South Asian community?
Well, first of all, I want to thank the South Asian community, the Muslim community, for their support for my family over the years, for my brother, for my father, and myself. We have a very close relationship. But I think no matter what community you come from, people want the same. They want good health care, which we increased $1.9 billion. They want their kids to have a great education. They want to focus on math, science, and technology. The previous government wasn't focusing on that. We're going to change that and make sure that's what we focus on. They want lower taxes. They want an opportunity to start their businesses. There's so many great entrepreneurs in that community that opened up businesses and they're successful and they're growing, employing people. That's what that community wants.
We talk about the education and the students, but they are complaining, the students are complaining the OSAP grant was cut to the half. What was the thought behind that?
Well, no, I disagree with that. I'll tell you what we've done for university and college students. We cut their tuition for the first time ever. The government cut it by 10%. That saved a tremendous amount of money. We're making sure that when it comes to the students on their fees, I know it went to court and it got bounced back, but a lot of those fees kids weren't using, but they were forced to pay them. So we're also focusing on making sure that when students go to university and in college, that there's areas that they're going to have a job at the end of the day when they get out. We're focusing on increasing the trades. 1 in 5 jobs are going to be within the trades. And what we're noticing, a lot of kids that are going to university, they get their degree for 4 years, then they go back to college to get a trade. So we're really pouring money into focusing on trades and training and making sure that they have a job. The number one thing students want after university, they want a job.
Yeah.
And before our government came in place, there wasn't too many jobs. Now, there's 250,000 more jobs right now than people that we have. We created 271,000 jobs, but there's 250,000 more jobs. We don't have the people. So if you have friends, family from around the world that want to work hard, come here and have a skill, we'll train you. If they're unskilled, we'll train them. If they're skilled, we'll find a position for them. But we need more people from around the world to come here and lay their roots down and have a family and contribute to society. And I welcome everyone around the world.
On the lighter note, when you heard about the resignation of Andrew Scheer, so what's your first impression?
Well, I like Andrew. He's a good man. He worked hard. That's politics. If you lose an election, you move forward. And the federal government's Federal Conservative Party, they're going to make a decision. I told Andrew right at the beginning of the last election, I'm staying out of this election. I know the media wanted to twist it around, but that's up to them.
Do you have any plan to join the federal politics in future?
No, not right now. I got a big job turning this province around. We're the engine of Canada. Did you notice last week when the job numbers came out, all the rest of the provinces lost jobs and Ontario gained jobs? We're leading North America in job creation. So we have a big job to make sure we continue paying down the deficit and the debt and making sure that people in this province are prosperous and they thrive and they grow and they have a great life. Quality of life means everything. And when you move to Ontario, it's one of the best places in the world.
So what should Ontario be looking forward from your government in 2020? Any special plans?
Well, we're always going to focus on healthcare and education, but we're going to make sure the economy is booming. We're going to make sure that we continue lowering taxes for people and lowering taxes for businesses, making ourselves more competitive in a global economic region. So we're going to make sure that we continue leading the world in economic development. When we tell the world that Ontario is open for business and open for jobs, that's great for Canada. And I always say what's good for Canada is good for Ontario, and what's good for Ontario is good for Canada. We're leading the country and we're leading North America. The economy is on fire right now. We haven't seen the economy like this in decades in Ontario. Finally, they have a government that listens to the people.
In the end, any message for our viewers?
Well, I want to thank your viewers for their support of our family. I'm so grateful. I'll always be indebted to the hardworking people in the South Asian community and the Muslim community as well. I'm just very grateful, our family. I want to wish them a very happy holiday and a very great Christmas, and enjoy it with your family. We share the same values as your community, and the values are hard work, faith, and family. And that's what we focus on too.
Thank you very much for
Thank you.
Thank you for your time.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Injuries not only impact you, but also people around you. Life is better than this. Let's get your life back. The injury lawyers at Alam Law will use their years of experience to handle your claim so that you can focus on your recovery. And remember, you don't pay until we win. Alam Law.
Muslim Welfare Center. Service to humanity is service to Allah.
Are you looking to buy or sell a business? Searching for a franchise or looking for a hotel, motel, strip plaza, or gas station to buy? Our certified professional team and certified franchise consultant are ready to help you, who represent more than 400 branches in North America. Call us today at 416-300-5600 or text us your email and contact details on this number, and our team will contact you. 416-300-5600.
Hello, parents. Receive up to $7,200 government grants and $2,000 Canada Learning Bond in your child education savings plan. Power of grants with tax-sheltered growth. A smart and proven way to invest in your child's future. 31st December, last date to get this year's grants. Call Mohammed Arshad, 647-853-3030, 647-853-3030, helping families for the last 10 years.
Hello, I'm Farahan from Cityscape Real Estate. I love to help people in buying or selling their property. I've been helping buyers and sellers for a fair bit of time now. Before becoming a realtor, I was in insurance and risk management since 2005. Through my profession, I do get this opportunity to meet awesome people, and I really cherish these relationships.
Dixie Electronics and Appliances is your #1 destination for electronics and appliances. Choose from TVs and home audio that will entertain your whole family, to home comfort essentials for your living space, and a wide selection of appliances to build your perfect kitchen. From selection to delivery, Dixie Electronics is everything you need. Price match guarantee and 0% financing available, all under one roof. Come today at 5120 Dixie Road, Mississauga, or visit the website at dixieelectronics.ca.
हमारा मानना है कि खानों से सिर्फ सेहत ही नहीं, रिश्ते भी बनते हैं। महसूस कीजिए देसी खानों की ताज़ा महक। विलेज टेस्ट, द ट्रू ट्रेडिशनल पाकिस्तानी cuisine, जहां ना सिर्फ पाकिस्तानी रिवायती कढ़ाई और वीकेंड ब्रेकफास्ट एंड डिनर बफे होता है, बल्कि विलेज का माहौल भी है। तजुर्बेकार पाकिस्तानी शेफ की बनाई हुई स्पेशल कढ़ाई और बारबेक्यू। एक बार पाकिस्तान के रिवायती खानों का मजा लेने जरूर आइए। पार्टीज और केटरिंग के स्पेशल पैकेजेस के लिए राब्ता करें 905-232-3663। विलेज टेस्ट, 4141 डिक्सी रोड, मिसिसागा।
खरीदना या हो बेचना, कोई तजर्बाकार और ईमानदार रियल्टर हो देखना, तो रियल एस्टेट की फील्ड में आपका दोस्त, आपका रफीक ताबिश तौफीक। If you're searching for an honest and experienced realtor, please call Tabish Tawfiq of Remax Champions Realty Inc. 647-518-3000 or visit tabishhomes.com. आपका रफीक ताबिश तौफीक, ताबिश तौफीक। 647-518-3000.